I had been waiting for you, David.
I had been coming here every weekend, Grandpa.
I had been wondering if you remembered our fishing trips.
I had been thinking about them a lot lately.
I had been preparing our fishing gear for a while.
I had been looking forward to this all week.
I had been telling your grandma about our plans.
I had been hoping we could catch some big fish today.
I had been checking the weather forecast. It looks good.
I had been imagining us catching a huge one.
I had been practicing my casting technique.
I had been reading about new fishing lures.
I had been saving a special spot for us.
I had been dreaming about this moment.
I had been packing snacks for us.
I had been making sure my fishing hat was ready.
I had been cleaning the boat all morning.
I had been charging my phone to take pictures.
I had been telling my friends about our fishing trips.
I had been bragging about your fishing skills to my friends.
I had been feeling nostalgic about our old trips.
I had been reminiscing about our best catches.
I had been wondering if you remember the lake we used to go to.
I had been planning to ask you about that lake.
I had been thinking we could go there today.
I had been hoping you would say that.
I had been mapping out the best route to get there.
I had been preparing my tackle box.
I had been buying new bait for us.
I had been researching the best bait to use.
I had been polishing my favorite fishing rod.
I had been fixing my old fishing rod.
I had been making sure the life jackets are in good condition.
I had been packing extra sunscreen.
I had been waking up early every day, getting ready.
I had been setting my alarm clock earlier each day.
I had been hoping we could have a good talk on the boat.
I had been thinking about all the things I want to tell you.
I had been missing our conversations.
I had been missing them too, Grandpa.
I had been preparing some stories to share.
I had been collecting stories from school to tell you.
I had been wondering how school has been for you.
I had been studying hard and getting good grades.
I had been proud of you for your dedication.
I had been trying my best to make you proud.
I had been telling my friends about your achievements.
I had been appreciating your support.
I had been thinking about teaching you some new fishing techniques.
I had been eager to learn from you.
I had been practicing a new knot for the fishing line.
I had been watching videos on fishing knots.
I had been hoping we could have a big catch today.
I had been visualizing it all week.
I had been organizing our fishing trip for weeks.
I had been counting the days until today.
I had been talking to your grandma about how much I enjoy our time together.
I had been telling Mom about how much I learned from you.
I had been thinking about the first time we went fishing together.
I had been remembering that too. I was so excited.
I had been thinking about how you caught your first fish.
I had been so proud of that moment.
I had been keeping a photo of that day in my wallet.
I had been keeping a copy of that photo in my room.
I had been hoping we could create new memories today.
I had been planning to make this trip unforgettable.
I had been preparing some surprise activities for us.
I had been curious about what you had in mind.
I had been organizing a little picnic for us by the lake.
I had been packing my favorite snacks.
I had been thinking about how much you have grown.
I had been noticing how much we both enjoy fishing.
I had been feeling grateful for our time together.
I had been appreciating every moment with you, Grandpa.
I had been teaching you all I know about fishing.
I had been learning so much from you.
I had been planning to show you some new fishing spots.
I had been excited to explore new places with you.
I had been preparing for a great day on the water.
I had been looking forward to spending this time with you.
I had been thinking about how fishing connects us.
I had been realizing how special our trips are.
I had been hoping we could do this more often.
I had been wishing for more fishing trips too.
I had been cherishing our moments together.
I had been treasuring our fishing adventures.
I had been waiting for this day eagerly.
I had been anticipating this trip with joy.
I had been planning every detail to make it perfect.
I had been looking forward to making new memories.
I had been dreaming about our fishing trips for years.
I had been longing for these moments with you, Grandpa.
I had been thinking about our future trips too.
I had been hoping we can go fishing together forever.
I had been wondering if you remembered the big fish we caught last summer.
I had been thinking about it, Grandpa. That was an amazing day.
I had been reminiscing about how surprised we were.
I had been showing that picture to my friends. They couldn't believe it.
I had been telling your grandma about that catch for weeks.
I had been feeling proud every time someone asked about it.
I had been hoping we could beat that record today.
I had been aiming for an even bigger fish this time.
I had been strategizing on how to lure the big ones.
I had been researching the best techniques online.
I had been learning some new tricks myself.
I had been practicing my casting to get it just right.
I had been ensuring all our equipment is in top shape.
I had been organizing my tackle box meticulously.
I had been double-checking the knots on our lines.
I had been tying and reading knots to perfect them.
I had been thinking about the peaceful moments on the lake.
I had been missing those quiet times with just us and nature.
I had been appreciating the calmness fishing brings.
I had been valuing these experiences more as I grow older.
I had been grateful for the lessons fishing teaches us.
I had been realizing how much patience I've learned from it.
I had been teaching you about life through our trips.
I had been understanding those lessons better now.
I had been hoping these trips stay with you forever.
I had been promising myself to keep them in my heart.